Hello folks, it's June 21st, 2016. I'm going to shoot another crappie trolling video today, or attempt to. It's another hot day, 91 degrees. It's 5:20 in the afternoon. Boat traffic's going to be bad again today, typical Lake of the Ozarks traffic. I'm going to try something different today that I haven't done. I bought some Offshore Tackle #1 tadpoles, and I'm going to be experimenting around with those tadpoles. I saw some crappie on the graph a few days ago. Looked like they were hanging between 20 and 30 feet deep, so I'm going to run two Bandit 300s just on a straight line, two Bandit 200s, and then I'm going to put a Bandit 100 behind the tadpole on two different poles. Let out about 150 feet of line. According to the depth chart, that ought to get it down to about 28 feet. So we're going to give that a try and see what happens. So let's get started. I have my 200s on the spinning reels, my 300s on the bait casters. Then I'll run my tadpoles out to the side with the 100s. I'm trolling at 1.5 miles per hour, and I'm running the line counters out to 150 feet. Which, as I say, according to the chart, should put those baits down about 28 feet. There's a fish on the 200. Doesn't act like a crappie, doesn't want to come up. Well, it is. Pretty decent fish. That fish is 10.5 inches long, not a huge fish, but a nice eater. Yeah, there's a fish on there. Oh, that didn't even hardly move. The line just started twitching a little bit. Looks like a pretty good crappie too. Oh, we've got to wrap around two other lines when we made that turn. I didn't realize that fish was on there. That is on the 300 Bandit. That one's about 11.25 inches. There's a fish. Another one on the 300. Oh, that's a crappie. It's a good one. Doesn't feel like a crappie. I think that might be other species. It's foul hook, catfish, as expected. Be a nice little eater blue cat. Somebody was interested in that. Perfect eating size. up. A lot of fish on the graph out here in the very mouth of this cove. We're in 58 feet of water, showing a lot of fish today. Between the 10 and 20 foot depth range. Not seeing much under it. That's probably why those tadpoles aren't having much luck so far. I think those tadpoles are probably running under the fish. Oh, there's fish. I don't know what's going on with my camera here. It's beeping at me. Oh, another catfish, I think. I'm into the catfish today. Another good eater. Maybe this should be a catfishing video, which I do plan to do at some point, but with my catfishing gear. I think that tadpole was running a little under the fish at 150 feet, so I'm going to bring it into 100 feet, which should bring that bait up. Oh, there's a huge ball of shad from the surface down to about 10-15 feet, and there's a bite on the 200, which is running about 10 to 12 feet deep. Oh, that's not a crappie either. What in the world? I'm catfishing today. Well, there's another one right through that ball of shad. I'm afraid to let this one go, it's so heavy. Hang on, buddy, I'll be with you in a minute. Oh, wow. Foul hook. That might be a good crappie. Got another one on the far out, though. That's the tadpole. Oh, there's another one in the middle. Told you I had a big school. I think this tadpole's hung up. I'm getting ready to break it off. Yeah, that's a nice crappie. Let's do some of this tadpole. It's off now. We've got two other rods, fish on. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to make a turn. Ooh, that's another nice crappie. I found where they're chasing. Wow, real good one. Feels like it. That may not be a crappie. No, another catfish. Dadgummit. Man. Everything's trying to eat those shad. Oh, broke that one. Let's see what we've got here now. Man, I ain't getting the catfish. I've got one on that. That tadpole may be hung up out there too. We got in here in 26 feet of water. I think it was bumping the bottom. When I'm turning, that one's slowing down, so it'll really get down there now. What do we got here? Man, I should be keeping these catfish in a nice mess. These catfish do nothing but cause you headaches. Open up. Open up, open up. I'm in the catfish hole. We're going to be moving. What do we have here now? I've got another catfish in the bottom of the boat with a bait broken off in its mouth. And a crappie laying over there. Oh, I don't know if that tadpole's on or it's got a fish on. Got a fish on there. There's another catfish. Good Lord. We'll be moving. Another one. Bites the dust. Let's get our crappie in. Pretty nice black crappie. Pretty thick. Wish all those fish were like that. That's a little over 11-inch fish. Alright, let's see what we got on the tadpole. Catfish, boy. I don't know how many catfish that makes. 4 or 5. They all look alike. All right. We're going to leave the catfish hole while we get all the rods out. We'll go out to the bluff bank where we were fishing the other day, catching some fish. And where it's shady. I'll be the first to tell you I have no idea what I'm doing with these tadpoles. This is the first time I've ever run them, experimented with them. I'm sure I'm not doing them right. There's a fish on the outside on the 300. Nice one. On that splatterback, silver, white, little chartreuse belly. That fish is right at 12 inches. That's a little one. Couldn't even tell he was on there. There's one. We'll let him go. Again, doesn't feel like a crappie. I got it. Oh yeah. Well, no. Another catfish. Well, the bluff bank bite hasn't panned out very well. Pretty slow over here too. Comfortable in the shade, but I'm going to pull them in and try someplace else. Okay, we've made a move. We're gonna troll over here in a cove rather than out on the main lake. Not far off the main lake. Still in 65 feet of water. I'm gonna troll at 1.6. That's just my confidence speed. There's a fish. It's on the 200. Feels pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's a nice fish. We're approaching a point here. Not the prettiest landing. I'd have to give that about a 5.3. Oh, there's another bite. Looks like they're just hitting at it and not picking. Oh, that's a nice fish. That's almost 13 inches there. I think there's fish on this one. Doesn't feel very big if it is. No, not sure there is. Getting off course here. Can't tell. That 300 will get down there about 20 feet deep. Yep, a little bitty one. Well, probably a keeper, but certainly nothing to brag about. Well, 10 inches. Doesn't backflip. Doesn't look like 10 inches, but that's what it measured. Ruler doesn't lie. That was on the 300. They're just scattered. I think I'll replace this 100 Bandit with a number 6 Flicker Shad. Oh, there's one on that frenzy right off the bat. That didn't take very long. Feels like a pretty good fish. Foul hooked. There it comes. Get up there. Yeah, not very big. They feel big when they're foul hooked and are spinning around. Not big at all. Probably a keeper, but yeah, about 9 1/4. Well, it's about 10 minutes until 8 o'clock. It's been a pretty slow afternoon. We've caught, I think, 7 crappie and probably as many catfish. But we just came out for a short little trip. But we're going to end it. I'm going to go to the house, try again on another day. Thanks for being with me.